The election of 2026 will be a major test of where our country goes in the years to come, with the U.S. Senate and House up for grabs, as well as the governor's race in Michigan. And every seat in the legislature, this year's election will be a major moment going forward. But even before that happens, there are some people already looking forward to an open presidential race in 2028. Political reporter Rick Albin is already hitting the trail on the road to the White House with one possible candidate in West Michigan earlier today. Rick?
Amber, the race for president doesn't ever really end. There are any number of governors who've been auditioning for years, not to mention a number of senators and House members who are no doubt considering their future in regard to 2028. And one man who is already eyeing a possible run is a former presidential chief of staff, ambassador, congressman, and mayor of Chicago. Rahm Emanuel was in Wayland this morning talking to union leaders about skilled trades training and why he thinks that is one path to obtaining the American dream, a dream of home ownership and a living wage that is increasingly hard to achieve, he says, and something that must be restored. So, is he running? Maybe.
I'm at a point in my life, I've had a dream life for a kid who's an immigrant, a child of an immigrant. My dad came here, and Mom, not a bucket to spit in and a window to throw it out of. All three kids have accomplished something. It's a great America. I've worked for three great presidents at different levels, City Hall. People have earned the confidence of the people of Chicago to vote. I got one election left in me. May do it, may not, don't know. The one thing I know about politics and about running, you gotta have it here, you gotta have it here, and you gotta have it here. And so I'm road testing. And if I think I have a way to put out there and answer that question that I think is itching at America, I'll dive into the deep end without my water wings.
If Emanuel does get into the race, he will have a lot of primary company. A quick search finds at least 35 names of assorted current and former office holders who are at least considering a 2028 run. And those are just the Democrats. Another 30 Republicans are also thought to be looking at the race. The primary season is still years away. Those who are serious about taking on the task of running for president are already doing the groundwork necessary to try and be successful. Amber?
All right, thank you, Rick.